Alianza Hispana. Yo soy Elena Diaz, and today we are here with Leo, who's going to help us, give us information about how to purchase your new home. Thank you so much, Leo, for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It's an honor to be here.
First and foremost, let's find out a little bit about yourself and what you do and who you work with.
Awesome. I've been in the business a little bit over 8 years now. I originally was with Remax, and currently I'm with Intero Real Estate. And it's been a little roller coaster in the business, I would say, since the beginning. But it's because it's when I started, it was actually one of the toughest times. Nobody really believed in real estate. Nobody was really purchasing properties. But I just stayed consistent, stayed in the business. I worked with the past clients that I had and with my referrals, and that really helped me to stay afloat, on those times. And it's...
Speaking of roller coasters, when do you think it's a good time for people to purchase their new home?
Whenever they're ready. I don't think that there's a perfect time. Well, let's just say, oh yeah, when's a good time and when's a bad time? Whenever you are ready, that's the time that you should buy a house. And that's what somebody asks me all the time. Like, well, when is it a good time? Well, do you need it now? Then that's a good time. I think that would be a great indicator, because if you're in the state right now where you're renting and you have the ability to buy, I mean, 1,000 times better. Go ahead and buy all day before you're renting. Or if you need to sell it to make a move to get a bigger house, right now is actually a great time. Market prices have increased 10 to 20% all over the place.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah.
What do you say to those people who tell you things like, well, I don't know, should I wait for the rate to come down? What's been your experience with things like that? Is that something that that's an important factor?
Interest rates are at 3.7, 3.8, 4%. I mean, I think that they're the best it's ever been. The market has been the best it's ever been. So it's been a great time to buy. People should be buying a house as soon as possible, because once the market changes and the interest rate shift, then that's going to be a long term. If you're looking at a loan for 20, 30 years, you're going to be looking at paying a lot more money. So it doesn't really matter what the market does, if it goes up or down. You want to definitely secure a good interest rate.
Right.
I have clients that I sold houses 2 years ago that have over $100,000 in equity right now.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
Exactly.
That's a great story. Speaking of stories, is there one that stands out from the rest when they purchased their new home? Do you remember?
I remember some one of my clients that were buying a property in Fontana, and they were working with another agent, and the escrow literally fell apart. I was the listing agent, and they were being represented by another agent at that point. And we ended up staying in escrow about 60 days. My seller got desperate. We canceled the deal. But I remember these clients. We kept in touch with the agent. I guess the agent just kind of disappeared, and the buyers actually still wanted to buy a house. I ended up talking to them. We sold them a house in Riverside County. They bought a property, and today's day, I mean, they've referred me, 4 of their family members.
Oh, wow.
But not only that, they were renting for over 15 years, and they became homeowners. And to this, I mean, right now, I just recently gave them a market update. They have like over $200,000 in equity right now. So it's just, somebody that just didn't have the financial means to do, to believe that they couldn't buy. I mean, just go ahead and ask. Talk to somebody and just get started. Just get started in the process. You never know. And even if you don't qualify right now, you'll eventually will qualify. Just get started.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly. And the sooner you start, the sooner you can become a homeowner.
That's wonderful. How can they find you, Leo?
You can reach me by email or phone. My email is leo@leorobles.net. Or my cell phone number, it's 951-297-7745.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.